turn it down a smidge. Let me see. What is going on here? Hello? Smell spam frying. Ugh. They had uh, Jeremy a while ago. So gross. So very, very gross. I can't find my channel. Where's my channel? All right. Hello. Hi. Hi, Chrissy. Let me turn my volume down. Happy Friday. It says I'm a lover. Don't forget the gummies. And let me see. I gotta set these settings over here. Hi, Surfer. Ariel and brothers here. That's me. Set my settings. I'm also modding for somebody that's live. Well, I do my own live. Haven't been live in a while because nobody wants to come and see me. Okay, let's make sure we got this going. I think I got it fixed. All right, here we are. Hello, hello. Now you know I'm going to say your name. Aqua, hey beautiful, can we come on panel? Yes. Well, my hair is crazy. Emily, I wish my hair would turn gray, like beautiful like yours. Let me. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you, darling. Let me get a few more folks in here before I pull people up. Shouted to you on the rooftop that I'm live. Thank you, Chrissy, darling. I don't go live much anymore, you know. And let's see if we can get some people to come into the live. That's why I haven't been going live much, because people don't seem to come. Maybe it's because I have to do it at Aqua. I hope I'm saying your name right. You know, I have a hard time. Everybody stay here. Don't run away. That's why I don't go live much, is because either I'm coming on too late or I'm coming on too early, or people just don't like me. I don't know. Aloha. Yeah. Me and Brenda Land both. We both were talking about that, how we don't go live much anymore because people just don't come. And of course, I'm Central Time, so I'm like an hour behind most people, and an hour ahead of some people, 2 hours. But let's see if we can get at least 10 folks in here. If you guys can share me out, and that would be great. And let's get some folks in. Don't forget to hit the thumbie. How you guys all doing? I need to change my glasses so that I can stop sticking my nose up in the air. Anyway, it's good to see. I see 3 people. That's not much. But I'll take what I can get. Now I can see good. I'm also modding for somebody while I do this. And yeah. Hi, Jovita. How are you, darling? I hope everybody's blue. Surfer Guru Brothers here. Yes. Let's try to get 10 folks in here. Thank you for coming. And I'll drop the link. That'd be awesome. I was just about to give up on YouTube today. I was like, I'm just about to give up again. You know, at any time I can delete, anytime, you know, me, if I get in the mood, I could delete my channel. I did that once before and started up a whole new channel. If I do, I won't start over this time. Thank you, Emily. Emily, do you have a community tab? Yeah, if you guys can, share me out on your community tab. Maybe we'll get some folks in here. We can have a good old fun chat. I've got 5. Let me see if I can get 5 more. And I'll drop the link. So did anybody, lots of friends. Yeah, did anybody, hello, Freeside, my darling. How are you? Thank you for coming. Did you guys shop Black Friday today? Did you shop online? Madame Noni, thank you. Let me see if I can get 4 more in here, and then I'll drop that link. And a little bit helps. I think I went live a couple of times for just a few minutes. I think it's been over a week. Don't do lives much anymore. But I do appreciate when you guys come in. I see 7 coming in. Come in and say hello. Thank you to Christy, new member. Chrissy's been a member before. She's renewing. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. I don't know. I see 8. That's good. A couple more, and I'll drop that. Oh, downward, dropped 1 to 7. If you got a community tab, share me out. That's nice. So what's everybody up to? Those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, did you have a happy Thanksgiving? Hope you did. Now we're back down to 6. I remember when I used to have a house full. Maybe people don't love me anymore, but that's okay. Take what I can get. Oh, back up to 8. Back up to 8. It's Friday night. I'm over here modding for somebody as I try to do my own live. Modding. I spent Thanksgiving alone. I love you. Aw. You're a sweetheart, Emily. Well, bless your heart. I am, for years, well, not for years, but every once in a while I didn't go to my mother-in-law's for Thanksgiving. Not because I didn't want to. It's just I didn't feel that great. And, you know, sometimes I don't go. Sometimes I do. But we had Thanksgiving. My hair is growing out, and it is getting wild. Oh, it's the side that's got the wild piece. What is that? Don't you hate it when you got one wild hair sticking out? I was glad it was over. I got a nice surprise, though. My son came and visited me. He just snuck in. I'm sitting in the chair. Hi, Hardin James. Let's get 10 people in here, and I'll drop the link. Hardin James, how in the heck are you? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? I've got to see what's going on here. Hello. It's backed up to 7. Shout me out. I put a 30-minute. I know I'm probably blurry, but let's see if we can get 10 people in here, and then I'll drop that link, and then we'll start having a fun panel. So shout me out if you guys got a a community tab. That would be awesome. And we could have some good old fun. I didn't tell anybody it was coming on. I just set a alarm, not an alarm, a notification for 9:30 at 9 o'clock. I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And if nobody shows up, I will just put this as what am I trying to say? Make it so it's unavailable. I have a lot of videos that I go in and that I've done, and then I make them so that people can't see them after the live. Okay, that's 7. We need 3 more, and then I'll drop the YouTube link. And that will be awesome. Awesome, awesome. 8, we just need 2 more. 2 more. And I'll drop the link and you guys can come up. People are probably in bed. Unavailable, that's what I was saying. Hey, Mom Knows Treasures, that's 9. We need 1 more. Share me out. If you got a community tab, tell people the crazy lady is live. Come on over. I'm modding for somebody while I do this. I see 9. Yeah, I see 9 too. 9 people. 1 more. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Mom Knows Treasures is in bed. Well, I'm in my chair, but I slept most of the night in this chair. And then got the other chair. After I do this live, I will, now I see 7. I'm going to list a few things in my Etsy shop. But yeah. But people could be in bed. It is 20 minutes, I've got 20 minutes till 11. I have to do these lives late at night because in the daytime, I'm just too busy with all the stuff I got going. And yeah. I slept sitting up in a chair because I kept coughing. I always sleep sitting up. I remember the days when I could lay down in the bed and go to sleep. Can't do it anymore. Hi, Oreo. How you doing, sweetheart? Now I see 7 again. Oreo, I will get you a dolly mail to you before Christmas if I have to even make it. I need to still haven't looked through all my dolls. I've been so terribly busy trying to keep things in my Etsy store. If I could get enough people in here, I'd do a giveaway, a Christmas stocking giveaway that I made tonight after the live's up. Before the live is up. If we could get enough folks in here. So if you guys have a community tab, Emily's saying hey to Oreo. I'll do a giveaway and give away one of my beautiful Christmas stockings I've been making. But yeah, Emily's saying welcome everybody. I guess I could go to my messenger and message Miss Southern Belle or somebody. Yeah, me and Brenda Land are finding that when we do lives, people don't seem to come, so we just haven't been doing them. I've just been doing shorts, and I did my ASMR. I drank too much eggnog last night, still hungover. Oh, Lord. I love eggnog, but I've never put liquor in it. What kind of liquor do you put in eggnog? I haven't had eggnog. I just drank the nog. There's no alcohol. I spent things leave me alone, but I'm not letting that bring me down. Well, gosh, no. Gosh, no. Never let it bring you down. It's just another day with just a little more to eat. But we've spent a couple hours. Oh, rum. See, I've never had rum before. But It just amazes me that people can put that in a milk product. Well, it's eggs, and I love eggnog. I love it. And but I've never had alcohol, and I've never had rum. I think that, but you do whiskey or brandy. Oh, I've never had brand. Oh yes, no, that was cooking sherry. My mother-in-law had cooking sherry one time, and we took a sip of it. It's disgusting. But oh, one more person, and I'll drop that link. I know I'm probably really, really blurry. Let's get one more purple. One more purple. How you like that? One more people. One more people in here. Let's get 10 people, and I'll drop that. Trey Joyner, happy late Thanksgiving and happy Black Friday, Noni. Trey. Do I know you? That sounds familiar, but are you blue? Because can anybody tell if Trey is blue? I'd have to go to la la la. And they make it way too strong. Only supposed to have like a shot in a chance glass, but they like, so what does that taste like? Because it's like, have you ever had eggnog? There we got 10. Let's drop it. Trey is not blue. Okay, well, someone, I don't know Trey. Can someone, let me see. Can someone look Trey up and see if Trey has a channel? I really don't want to give out any more blues unless people have actual channels. Like alcohol and milk sweetness. There we go. There's the link. Yeah, I'm not much on alcohol. I think it tastes too gross. Oh, thank you, Surfer. Yay. Maybe Miss Southern Belle and is up, and Angie. Hello, people. I don't really have a content channel. Okay. All right, Trey. Well, thanks for being a supporter. I appreciate it. I'm only going to start giving blues to people that have channels. But somebody can drop and content, and somebody could drop, you guys can drop links. We really don't have to do that anymore. All we have to do is click on the person's icon. But there's 11. There's that link. There's Emily. Hello. Hello, my darling. How are you
tonight? I don't need to be cheered up.
I paid attention to you. Oh, you're just the most precious child. I heard you say, I wish you'd go live over at Kenneth's. So I thought, well, maybe I'll give it a try. I'm actually modding for somebody while I'm doing my own live. So I thought, well,
what are you modding for?
Oh, it's one of my Filipino friends.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think anybody knows them, but they're getting off now, so that'll be all right. So my male budgies now have babies. Your male budgie had a baby? Okay, wait a minute. So my male budgies now have babies. One was a female. I'm confused. I know that my male budgies were the ones that took care of their babies. And, you know, of course, I just had a hot flash.
It's taking care of its babies, and it's got a baby girl in the hatching.
Oh.
He's saying.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm assuming that's what he means.
Yeah, well, when my birds had the babies, the daddy's the one that took care of them.
Look, he's saying hi.
Hello, Cootie Pie. Hello. Noni, I just gave you a couple of greetings. That's all. We may not know each other, but I found your channel. Now I'm getting a chocolate pie wedge. I may see you again before the chat is up. A chocolate pie wedge? A chocolate pie wedgie? No, just kidding. Hi, Outlaw Creative. How are you? How are you, brother? Yeah, I got 10 in here. I said as soon as I got 10, I'd drop the link. Linker dinker. What you been doing, Emily? There goes your brat puppy biting you, right?
Letting her bite me.
I like that video you had of her. She was biting you and stuff. That was cute.
I did a short on Facebook of her playing around with me.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cute. She's a cootie. She's a cootie.
Because she likes to play and she loves to be the center of attention.
She likes to bite you, don't she?
I'm the center of attention. Nice to meet you. I'm the center of attention. Hi.
It's really cute.
I'm the center of attention, and I like to bite. Even when I got my own leg, I like to bite it too, just to get away with it.
Ronnie came in here a while ago, and he climbed. Since I took the area rug up, the big area rug. Where was that over there on the floor? The big area rug up. They're afraid to jump up in the chair because they slide when they jump. And so he actually climbed up the chair on me today, and I couldn't believe it. And Patty's got a new bed, but
I'm not going to get another little dog.
Huh?
Are y'all going to get another little dog?
I keep saying I want one, but I don't know if I'm going to get one because my husband's a turkey, if you know what I mean. Actually, he's a turd. He's a turd is what he is.
I know you're happy for him and thankful for him, though.
Huh?
I know you're happy for him and thankful for him, though.
Yeah, Patty's just getting so doggone old. And that bed that I threw away, and then I bought her just another. Oh, my God. They go through beds because they dig and scratch them. And
oh, that's this one, right here. This one.
And then I wash them so much. They just fall apart. LOL, don't make me want to get married. I hope I don't make you want to get married. Because marriage is so weird. That's all I'm saying about that.
I had a bed for her. She peed in it. I washed it, and I never let her use it again because it was just like, what's the point? All she's going to do is pee in it.
Mm-hmm.
Marking her little territory.
Oh, yeah. Well, my dogs pee on, hi, Mark and Annette. What you doing? These are my friends from Colorado. No, you're not from Colorado. You're from the Australia. There's Nessa Poo.
Somebody. Hey, Nessie.
Nessie. She called you. What you got, Nessa Poo? I love Nessa's faces.
Hello?
I do too.
Hello? What time is it? 4:00 in the morning?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. I'm right here.
That's my end. Hang on. I'm going to kick this shit out of my phone. Oh.
You can't hear me.
Oh. You heard that, Nessie?
1 second.
I got to take some medicine, by the way. Is that time?
Medicine.
Good Lord, sound like a machine gun.
I gotta stop the camera a minute. So I'm gonna drink something, and I don't want the fan going in case there's somebody epileptic out there.
Mm.
Well,
you know I am. You know I am. Thanks for thinking about me. So Nessa, what did you cook today?
I cooked a homemade chicken tikka masala, and I made a batch of sugar-free brownies.
Well, what kind of fun is sugar-free brownies? Mark and Annette, it's Mark and Annette Blue.
You bring their sugar-free brownies anytime you want over here. I don't mind.
Were they?
I can't have a lot of sugar anyway, so.
Basically, instead of using sugar as a sweet, drink of sweet,
okay.
And that basically you use. This is gonna sound weird, but if you grate up beetroot and then add it to the mixture,
Great up what?
The beetroot act as like a sweetener.
Beetroot.
Beetroot?
Beetroot. Beetroot. You heard right. Beetroot.
Yeah.
Heard that?
I love beets, but I'm like sitting here trying to beetroot. You are domestic. No, domestic is a good thing. Domestic is a good thing. You're domestic. That means you do hard jobs to make your family happy. I don't do nothing to make my family happy.
I don't blame you. They always interrupt your freaking life.
It's against my religion. I better behave myself.
Oh,
No,
look at that dog. Oh, look.
That's Emily's little baby. Hello, Lucas.
If you look
Oh,
at my channel, Emily the Nerd one, I've got videos of her when she was little. She was so cute then.
I'll show you a picture of my dog. He's not in here because, yeah, he's probably in his bed. And all
My dog's in here laying sprawled out. Good God, what you guys got the heat on? I'm in here having 49 hot
Right,
flashes.
this is my dog. I'll show you a picture.
Okay, Mark and Annette say they love beetroot. What am I missing? I love beets. I love beets.
I
But
can't really see the dog.
He's beautiful. He's my baby. Nonnie like him too.
he's a
She
big
loves
black
Buddy.
puppy. Yes, I do.
He's actually a rescue. I rescued him 2 years ago. The people who bred him.
Is
Hi,
anybody
hello.
else coming up?
Hello.
Anybody
look like
else
you
coming up?
You were pixelated there for a minute. Called beetroot in Australia. What's called beetroot in Australia? Beets? You mean
You know what
beets, the red?
you know what you call beets? We call beetroot.
Oh, well, I love red beets to eat. We grow them in a garden. But I was thinking the root. Hi, Naomi. I was thinking the root is the root. The root is the root.
The actual.
Oh,
you're talking about the red, the thing.
See, because what it is,
the
did
little-
you know? I don't know whether anyone knew this, but did you know beetroot is actually? I can't believe I say this. I'm not smart, so please don't think that.
A root.
Beetroot. You know when they make tablets for diabetes and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you know they have the extract of beetroot in them? Because beetroot can actually destroy the bad cells in your body.
Oh, so that's what the insulin is made out of?
It's got the extract in them.
I did not know that. I'm glad I learned something new today.
I like to take a can of beets, sliced beets in a can that you buy at the store. Libby's, preferably. Libby's sliced red beets. Then I dump it in a pan, and then I put a little bit of sugar in there. Here I go trying to speak English just because Nessa's here. A little bit of sugar,
Here we
some
go.
vinegar, and some oil, and then I boil it until the water boils down really, really low on it. And then take it out and pour it on my plate and yum, 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 yum. Eat it, eat it, eat it. I love beets. Hey, Stock Explorer. There's Nora, and I'm Nora, so the Noras are here. Nora, the Explorer. Nora, you want to come up here? The Stock Explorer, Nora?
I'm walking to get an ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
You can't leave me and my granny B out.
I'll
I don't
send
want
you
ice cream.
the phone, okay?
I had hot chocolate, and I did
Granny B, look at this. I've got to show you this.
No one's in the house. Come up here, Nora. I did my actual. Oh, Nora's about to crash. Don't crash and burn. That's a Christmas tree. Dairy Milk Winter Wonderland. Is that Cadbury?
Yeah, and that's what it looks like. The chocolate looks like.
Oh, you all think you're so fancy because Cadbury is an English thing. But we have Cadbury stuff too. Oh, me too. I love me some pickled beets. I forgot what I was going to say. I just had a major brain fart. Oh, I did my very first ASMR. Have a new video out.
Oh wow!
I saw that video.
Colin said, "You can't do an ASMR. You don't have a microphone." I said, "I'll do an ASMR if I want." He gave me, and I even tried to eat a taste of tried to eat a piece of deer meat, and it was disgusting. But Colin brought me a piece of hot, and I was trying to get it to hear the sizzle.
I'm sharing.
You're what? I want a Cadbury bunny. I want an egg.
Oh yeah, we've got them.
With the cream in the middle.
Bluebell.
You want a blueberry? What?
Y'all want me to tell you the story about Bluebell ice cream when I was little?
Oh, bless you.
Let me tell you
Bluebell?
the story about Bluebell ice cream when I was little.
Blue
Okay.
balls ice cream? Did she say
My mom
blue ball ice cream?
Bluebell. Yes, Bluebell.
Better with mixed with steak and a meatloaf. Oh,
Oh, James, you mean sprouts? I love them. I love
didn't-
Brussels sprouts.
dear me.
My mom was, when I was little, had went out and bought a half-gallon of Bluebell ice cream. You know, in the little tubs that they have.
Mhm.
Well, she brought it home.
It's
And
not
we'd
gonna
already ate into it. And we hadn't ate into it yet anyway. But she went to get a couple scoops of it out for us kids.
Yeah.
And there was a mop string in it.
Okay.
I sent you a message through Facebook. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were on live stream.
Your hair is so pretty. You sent me a
Thank
message.
you. You're gonna
You're
laugh because I guess what I did to have my shiny hair back. I washed with my left
It
is
looks
right
good.
on
It's
here.
been so long.
Okay, hold on to your horse because you're gonna go like this. My hair was because I moved to Nebraska and the water here is very hard. Hard water make my hair straight and dull and brittle. Then I was
That's beautiful. I mean, I'm trying to grow my white out. Like Emily's got her beautiful white hair up there.
yeah, the natural hair is much easier to take care.
Jane, what
Yeah,
Yeah, look at that. It looks like a bald all over. It's just because I'm growing out my
So,
natural. I'm done
I
playing.
washed my dog, and her shampoo smelled so freaking good. I kid you not. I said, like, look, my wheels goes like, do 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 do. I washed my hair with the dog shampoo.
Well, this is not my
and I'm
natural
not-
colour.
I thought
I'm
you
not
said you
going back
washed your
to.
dog for a minute. I was like, no.
I washed my dog, and it smelled so good, and it had something sea salt from some sea and some this and some that.
The
And some
Caribbean?
I see. But was something that smelled delicious and had some lemongrass
What? Oh,
and
hi, Brian. Brian.
cotton
sorry.
blossom.
Now I've got to try
Dog
to turn.
shampoo, y'all. Dog shampoo. No, it will not hurt your hair because our shampoo will hurt the dog, but the dog shampoo won't hurt our hair. Dog shampoo is like baby shampoo. The pH they need their pH.
yeah.
Their skin is more delicate than ours. So, hey, some Brazilian. Who's that Brazilian? Why are you saying Brazilian? Why Brazilian?
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have.
I'm having
I-
a bad hair day.
Nessa, what you doing? Is that a wig or is that your hair?
That's my freaking hair. Look.
So,
I thought you were putting a wig on there for a second. I was
okay,
like,
hold on. Let me fix.
Everybody has
I gotta
dogs.
shut.
Let me tell you a little secret about how to get rid of fleas. There's a real easy way to get rid of fleas on a dog.
I thought you was going to tell us how to get rid of men, and I was like, all ears. Not you guys in the chat.
Sign me
guys
up.
were talking.
Look at me, sign me up.
You take Blue Dawn dishwashing liquid and you wash it
Yeah.
on the dog, leave it on
Exactly.
for 15 minutes, wash it off. If there's any fleas still moving, do it again. Repeat the process until there's none wiggling on them.
I have been blessed in my
Also-
life. I never had a dog with flea. I do not know if it's because service dog need to be clean and groomed. Cannot have a dirty dog going with you everywhere. But I had a Sheltie, fluffy, super fluffy, never had flea. And when I moved to Texas, my biggest fear was that flea and ticks. But never
You got to be
I'm so
careful
lucky.
having cats around dogs because cats just
I have
like are
cats.
flea magnets. Cats are flea magnets.
So I guess I'm just lucky. Never had a cat nor a dog with fleas, and I wonder if it's because I
dogs
like
either.
to clean everything with
You know how-
diatomaceous earth.
A couple of
Do you
summers
know how I got
ago,
my dog when he had fleas? When I got him, when I rescued him, and I used my
I'm sorry?
nana's.
oh,
I used my nana's homemade remedy for fleas. I
My
and
animals never had fleas. I
It
buy
took-
the prescription thing, and I always give it to them, and none of them ever
I've
had.
never used prescription stuff on my dog.
I
As
do
it turns
because
out,
my
I
dog.
used basically what my nanny made for her animals, which is one egg,
You didn't like taking it.
and then we mixed it with the distilled water.
where you going, Outlaw? I have
You
looked
know,
short.
the reason that I do, Nessa,
Okay.
the reason that I do, Nessa, is because my dog is a service dog. She goes everywhere I go. And
Yeah.
imagine if my dog get fleas, gonna be a nightmare. You go to a hospital, that thing scratching everywhere, fleas pulling everything. And I am about prevention because I don't have as Nani, she know, I don't have the strength to do what do you call, to take care of it, because fleas are very hard to kill. You might kill the fleas, but then there's the larvae that is everywhere around your house.
Exactly. What you have
So-
to do the whole freaking house.
So
And also,
Let me tell you
you know
something.
what also kills fleas? Cut half a lemon up and stick
Yeah.
it in the corner of your
Yeah.
house.
Yes,
Girl,
that will get them.
knock on wood that I never had it, and I hope I never will.
Let me tell you about our experience with fleas a couple years ago.
Oh Lord.
Okay. My husband. Hey, Colin. Was the possum dead? Colin. Was that a possum dead that was in the yard when the dogs got the fleas? Remember they got it from an old opossum, remember? Well, anyway, here's what happened. There was a possum in the yard. I don't know if it was dead or what it was. But anyway, dogs, I was one day sitting on the dog or I was sitting on the dog. No, the dog was sitting on me. God. Anyway, I'm petting my dog and it.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at the image.
Nessa had to fall out on that one. Anyway, I'm petting my dog and I said, these dogs must have been back there in the sand because we have sand and we have our swimming pool. You know, there's sand under our swimming pool to make it level. You know, we don't have a swimming pool now. We took it down this year. But anyway, you know, there's sand fleas getting sand. Well, anyway, I thought, and also sand is gritty, you know. So I'm like petting Brownie Patty was on my lap, and I'm like, this dog is covered in sand. She's got sand all over her, and I'm like brushing it off of her. And then Colin goes, I noticed Brownie feels like he's got sand. They must have been rolling around the sand. So we were inspecting it, and all of a sudden we see fleas on their butt, like on their back, on their butt, like there's fleas. What we thought was sand was the blood from where the fleas were biting the dogs and making that gritty things. Oh my God, we freaked out. This is the only time they ever had fleas. They got it from this old opossum that Kim shot or was dead or
That's
whatever.
weird.
They were dragging it around and they got fleas off. The fleas got on them. So me and Colin freaked out. We ran and got the Dawn dishwashing liquid and were pouring vinegar on the dog and Dawn dishwashing liquid. And we got the fleas off of them, but it was because of that old opossum that they were dragging around in the yard. Please.
You know, it's kind of weird because a possum eats. If there is an opossum in your backyard, you leave the thing eating. They eat fleas. They eat ticks. They are not bad, but they eat those things. But if the
Yeah.
hill is dead, I do not know. The fleas probably said, for dinner. But the bad
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
about
That's the thing.
where's Nessa? Where'd she go? The bad
She
thing
falls
about
in and
it,
out.
when if you
Nessa falls
don't
in and out.
if
She
you
falls in
don't
and
see
out.
the fleas until too late, then you have to put, like, if you want to do naturally, get all your
That's so
clothes, get all kind of everything, put diatomaceous earth, put it in a bag, tie the bag for 3-4 days until everything has time to heal. Wash the dog every day with the vinegar thing. Put diatomaceous earth on the dog, because all the black stuff that you see on the dog skin is not necessarily blood, but it's also the poop of the flea, because
Yeah,
that's
what it
what
was.
the
Yeah, the blood
larvae
and
eat
the
it.
blood and the feces from the flea.
Fleas are
Yeah, we got
fleas
rid
are
of them. That
smart.
was it. That's all we had to do, and we
It-
vacuumed the floors real good. We
It's
didn't
kind
have.
of weird because
Yeah, we didn't get. We
something
didn't
so
get any
small caused so much
infections.
trouble, huh? So
But
much
cats,
trouble, something so small.
yeah, but not to talk bad about cats, but cats can cause a very bad infestation, because we, after that experience, that's the first time we ever had fleas on our dog. Is when, and of course we had.
I'm not
like if we
gonna
took the dog home from the-
say I'm not gonna say a friend because she's not my friend, but I went to somebody's house and her house was
Yeah,
fleas everywhere. The carpet was infested with fleas, you know, and it was disgusting because she didn't care. And
oh, that would.
have you heard
take
of
that.
Lyme disease? I was like, have you heard of Lyme disease? You know, things like that. And I was like, she didn't even have animals.
When I was still teaching, and this was back, of course, it's been almost 10 years now that I haven't. But I remember there was this, I couldn't believe it. I was like, the things you see when you're a school teacher. It's unbelievable. But anyway, this little girl, she, next guard. This little girl came
Right
to,
there.
no,
Was it
not right there.
lice?
No. Came to school one day, and of course I saw lots of lice. But she came to school one day, and anyway, she said, Miss Nora, because kids always call me Miss Nora. She said, my ear hurts really bad. And I said, well, come here. Let me look at it. And like right in here, in like the cartilage, there was something in her ear, embedded in her ear. And I thought, what in the world? And so I called on the intercom to the nurses, to the nurse, and told him I was sending her down there. And so she went down to the nurse's office, and they called her mother. She didn't have lice. She didn't have any bugs or anything on her, but a flea, could have been one flea, could have been a bunch of fleas. We don't know.
Could it be like a
mean,
mungo worm? That is a type of flea that grows.
Yeah, we thought that at first. We thought that's what it was, and so the nurse said it's either. Well, her mother came and got her, and she said you need to take her to the emergency room because this is some kind of a bug in her ear. Now I'm itching all over.
Me too.
Think
Thanks. Who came up with this story of fleas? For heaven's sakes.
Now I'm starting to itch all over. But anyway, her mom went ahead and took her to the emergency room, and it was a flea. She had gotten,
Wow,
it had
weird.
dug into her flesh. I know, this is gross. It had dug into her flesh. There was one flea on her. They looked over. She had an infection. It was a flea. It was a regular dog flea. had burrowed into the cartilage up in her, this part of her ear, burrowed in there, and she actually had a fever. It was
Because the infection.
one, and this flea had made an infection through her whole body.
Good Lord.
And they said that thing had been, and it was just a regular dog flea. They can burrow into your skin. And because
So
she didn't have
probably
hair,
was there's Mongol worm and there is another one that is not
was
Mongol
so-
worm, but it's like Mongol worm. It grows, it just goes inside as a larvae and it start growing, and the tissues start getting
Yeah.
hard and start dying, and the thing is living there. Ugh.
I'm itching all over. Oh,
In
but I'll
case
never forget
anybody
that.
want
They
to
said-
know, I give my dog Bravecto and another medicine for heartworm, because
Yeah, it was
heartworm
crazy.
is used to be just in the south, but now it's everywhere in the country. And your animal's heart looks like spaghetti full of a worm like that, and it's so sad. They die such a horrible death if they get heartworm. It's
We
kind
don't-
of
yeah,
like
we
they
don't do
carry an
any-
elephant.
We don't do any kind of flea anything for our dogs. Of course, our dogs are inside dogs, but they go outside to go to the bathroom. But they don't stay out that long. But in the summertime, all we do
Where?
is
What state?
Missouri, and we live in the country with you can't see another house. But we let our dogs out to go to the bathroom. But these dogs have never been around a cat. Now we had this cat that came around the house. Somebody had dropped
Oh,
off and had to drop off. But I'm telling you, when cats get them bad. But this cat,
Yeah, you need to go to the vet if you have cats or
cats
dogs that get fleas.
yes,
It depends. Also, it depends when do you catch. If you
I
catch
can't
in the
do cats.
beginning, no.
Yeah, I
If
can't
you
do cats
catch
'cause I
the
will be
animal with fleas in the beginning,
I'll be
you
nothing
can
but a
nip
broke
that
out.
in the butt.
Yeah, broke
No,
out rash.
no, but I don't have the strength to take care of infestation. The other day I paid somebody to come and help me clean. I was about to have a heart attack.
I
The
cleaned my
person
house
got a-
really, really good, and I dusted, and I got my Christmas cleaning done pretty much for the. I
the
always say I
funny thing
clean
is,
twice a year, whether
I-
it needs it or not.
You're
That's in my
gonna
life.
laugh at this. You know when remember when you were healthier and you
Yeah,
could
about
do
20 years ago.
yeah, me too. So
I ain't doing too
about
bad now, though. I'm
you
really.
remember you used to be able to do your whole house in 3 hours and then take a shower, cook your dinner or lunch, and then you go on with your merry life. Well, for us, they have these health issues that me and her Nani has. It takes days to do whatever we used to do in hours.
Yeah, and I just
So
got
it's
over
like,
that big scare of what was going on with me, but thank God nothing. They had me thinking I had to have
well,
It's not. I'm doing really good, though.
so
My problem
was
is I'm
like-
late.
I got the flare of the lifetime. That's what it. So I had the flare, lupus, the RA,
Lupus flare.
the fiber, everything flare, the migraine, the Meniere syndrome, everything. So things accumulated, and I moved across country, right? And I couldn't catch up. I just couldn't catch up. So I thought I'm gonna hire somebody to help me. Here's the tasks: the doors. I cannot do repetitive motion because of injuries. And I wanted all the cupboard doors clean and the baseboards and the whatever it is on the ceiling. That's all I wanted.
So I got that popcorn ceiling, like because we lived in a mobile home. Hate it so
I
bad.
have
One of these
smooth
days,
one. Mine
gonna
is
get up.
pretty
You could
smooth.
knock that stuff off with a vacuum cleaner, but I hate it.
Well,
But tomorrow I'm going to put my Christmas lights up in here. I told my husband, I said, I got enough of those, enough of the icicle lights to go all the way around the ceiling of the house. He said, how are you going to get them up there? I said, don't worry about it. I'll get them up there because I am determined. What I want to do, Don't underestimate a 6 foot tall woman. We can reach things that nobody
I
else
never
can reach.
do. I never do. I'm a short, super short person. I'm 5'1" and 3/4. I would
Well,
not
when I went in to have my DNC because of my problem I was having a couple weeks ago, they tried to tell me that I was 5'8.5", and I said, "Y'all crazy." I said, "Mm-mm." I said, "I know I've shrunk because I was 6
but
foot."
not that much.
No, I was 6'1" when I graduated from high school. When I had my left knee replacement, is Brenda Land okay? She doesn't do many lives. Yeah, we just ain't been doing lives, Bren, because people don't come anymore to our lives. And I can't believe I have actually 14 people in here right now. That is very strange.
Yeah.
But no, when I had my left knee replacement, they told me that I was 5'11". I said, "Y'all crazy." I said, "I know I ain't shrunk 2 inches. You're 5'11". I said, "No, I'm not. I'm 6 foot tall."
That's 5 centimeters. That's a lot.
I'm like, "No way."
Maybe when you're 95, but not at your age.
Yeah, because I'm 60, you know. But anyway, so then when I had to have my DNC a couple weeks ago,
I
they
thought
told
we
me
were the same age.
I'm 60. I turned 60 in October. You're a lot younger
I'm
than me.
54. I'm
Yeah,
just
you're just a
54.
baby. You're just a baby. Anything
Yeah.
under 55 is just a baby. But anyway, yeah, they told me I was 5'8.5". And I said, "You're crazy. You better measure me again."
The
I
audacity.
said, "I ain't having surgery till you get my height right."
Did they
So-
remeasure?
Yeah, she remeasured. I was still 5'11".
And it was right?
5'11". I said, "You're crazy. I'm 6 foot tall." She said, "Okay, you're 6 foot tall, but I'm going to write down 5'11".
I
I'm
hate
like,
when we lose the battle. Okay,
Jane,
now
you know what?
tell
You know
me.
what? I felt the whole thing when they did my DNC. See, they had me so scared thinking I had cancer because they said put me on the chemo pills. You know, I'm 60 and I had the bleeding and stuff. I mean, I was being real tough, saying, "Oh no, I don't. No, don't believe." But yes, I didn't. There's nothing. I don't need a hysterectomy. I am perfectly fine. I had the DNC, but they put me on the table, and because of my epilepsy, they won't put me all the way to sleep. And because the procedure only takes 30 minutes, would only take 30 minutes to
So
do
you
the
were like
DNC.
this, in and out.
Yeah, in and out. And I told them, I said, because I'm 300 pounds, I said, "You have got to, you know how when you have surgery, they put your gurney level with the operating table, and then you got to scoot over." I said, "No, I cannot scoot over when I'm on my back. Let me get up off the table and get on the gurney, the operating table by myself." I said, "Because I will hurt myself." So as I'm
Yeah,
scooting
people
over,
don't understand about our backs. It's not like
Yeah.
people come up. I can't.
Yeah.
I just
I
want to
can't either.
scream. Don't you?
yeah, I can't either. So as I was getting on the operating table, I said, "That's it." I said, "I've hurt my back." I said, "I've hurt my back." So they said, "Well, lay down." I said, "I can't stretch out." I said, "I'm having a muscle spasm." So they had me roll over on my left side, and they kind of rubbed my back to help me get that muscle spasm. So she says, "Well," I said, "It hurts." I said, "You guys got to get rid of this pain." So she said, "Well, we'll give you something for pain, but we can't put you all the way out because of your epilepsy. And if I would have had to have a hysterectomy, they would have been able to give me a spinal because that takes longer than 30 minutes like a DNC does." So anyway, I'm totally aware of what's going on. The worst pain was in my back, but I'm laying there, I'm not out, and all of a sudden I hear this vacuum cleaner. Sound like a vacuum cleaner. So, you know, when they give you a DNC, it's just basically a vacuum cleaner. And is Tina here? Is Tina here? I don't see her. Oh, there. No. Oriole's saying hi to Tina. Is Tina here? Tina, do I see you? I don't think Brenda's in here. No, Brenda's not in here. But anyway, I heard the whole thing. I felt the whole thing. I felt
It's horrible when you feel the whole thing.
yes. I felt I
And
had
you're not
polyps.
awake enough. The worst part is when you're not awake enough.
Well, they said when they
feel.
saw me crying, they said when they saw tears running down my face, they knew I was in pain and they gave me a little more stuff. And then I kind of went out. but I felt them when they're cutting, use the burning and the
That's
cutting, and
awful.
I heard in all my life I've been afraid of that this would happen, and it finally got me because people would tell me those horror stories about how they went under and they felt everything. So I was always freaking out about that, and I remember my back is hurting the whole time, and then I hear that thing that sounds like a vacuum cleaner, and they're talking, and I can't. I'm just paralyzed, is what I am. And hey, Tina, and anyway. I cannot move. And I felt them. I guess they burned the polyps off.
Doesn't feels like you're about to, you feel like this.
It was awful. Yeah. You're trying
That's
to
how you
move.
feel like.
All my life, I've
I
been
hate
scared to
that.
death of that. I've been scared to death of being aware of what was going on. So when I went back to see the gynecologist, I told him I felt the whole thing. He said, well, we knew you could feel it because I'm like, he said, because they got me out. They gave me something to relax me more. But when they got me back in the recovery room, I was like really upset when I completely came to. They said they saw me crying, so they knew I could feel it. And then I didn't feel anything after that. But I could
Well,
hear like a vacuum cleaner. That was the
I
suction
had
thing.
a spinal lumbar block, and I paid out of my pocket for the anesthesia. I told the doctor I don't want to feel a thing. I felt the whole thing. I woke up and I called the doctor and I said, I'm not gonna pay for the anesthesia. I felt the whole thing. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was scared my whole entire life. I don't ever want to. There,
Do
Tina,
that
honey,
again.
I don't ever want to feel that again.
It's
Nothing like that.
awful because it's like you're in a
You
nightmare
can't
that you're
move.
trying to wake up and you're trying to scream and you can't scream. You can't do anything. You're
No,
like,
and I was just
you're
laying there, and I
totally,
just kept visuals. The thing is, I could hear them all talking. I could hear that vacuum cleaner thing, and I was kind of not really realizing what they were doing, but I could feel the pain in my back, and I
yeah.
felt that when they went inside and burnt that polyp off, or those polyps off, or whatever they did. Oh my God! I was like, and when I finally came
Did they
to,
at least apologize for you having the pain?
yeah, but they couldn't put me. They can't put me all the way. See, and 30 minutes is not long enough to. That's how long the procedure takes. They
To
can't get
knock
me
you
ever
out.
go for just
I
30
had
minutes.
I had my full hysterectomy when I was 30,
No, I'm going to keep
complete.
my uterus. I guess I'm 60
And
years old, and there's
now
nothing wrong with it.
nowadays it's kind of like 2 years after that. It was everything. Sometimes you feel like life is against you,
Is Tina trying to come
but
up because I don't see her?
then years pass by and you go, "Oh, thank you, life."
Have you dropped the
But
link recently?
Yeah, I dropped the
I'm
link.
sorry. Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
just dropped it.
I got the link there, the StreamYard link. If somebody wants to come up. Yeah, they told me that I don't need a hysterectomy. Everything is fine.
You,
Everything's good and
you
healthy
will
down there.
be. You will. I'm gonna tell you, if you need a hysterectomy and you're young, think twice, 3 times, because all they're gonna tell you is about the hot flashes, the stupid hot flashes. They never say anything about everything: your skin, your mood, your everything else that happens to you. That I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna let your doctor tell you, but but they don't. You
Oh, okay.
need to recent. To tell the truth, you gotta really poke your doctor to get the answers. You gotta ask a lot. If not, they are not gonna tell you. But it was sad because I didn't have any kids, and back
I am
when
Walter. How
the
are you?
doctor asked me, "Do you want to keep your eggs?" And my insurance wouldn't pay, and I couldn't afford out of pocket to keep it in the storage, right?
Well,
Two
my
months
Social
after the
Security.
hysterectomy, 2 months insurance was covering. 2 months after my
Oh,
hysterectomy.
My Medicare paid every $22,000 for
Oh,
the.
that was back when I worked in the hospital. I didn't even need to pay for insurance because I used
Yeah.
to work at the hospital. Nowadays, if you work in a hospital, you will have to pay insurance. But
Right.
then I had the complete hysterectomy, and the doctor had hands so big, like the Incredible Hulk. So when he cut my belly, he cut end to end to be able to maneuver them
Yeah.
ginormous. Another thing, if you're gonna have a hysterectomy, nowadays they can use do
Yeah. It's real easy.
laparoscopy.
Yeah.
It's so easy that a robot can do it. No joke, not to be mean. A robot do your hysterectomy, you don't feel anything. But 20 years ago, it's kind of
Oh
weird.
God.
So
When my mom had hers,
now,
she had her from the belly button down, straight down,
so
belly button
nowadays,
down.
yeah, nowadays when I think I don't have any kids, I was like, thank you, life, because things nowadays are so weird and complicated that I was like, maybe it was a blessing in disguise.
Well, I never
Not
had
being
any
able.
pain. I never had any pain, and of course, I'm still having. They said it could take up to 1 month to stop bleeding
To
from
heal.
this DNC because I'm older now and everything for it to heal. But there's no pain. There's nothing. The only pain was when I was laying on that table and I pulled that muscle and I
Oh,
felt the procedure happening. That was the only pain. But I'm
and
still
what did they
having.
do for that pain, that muscle pain? What did they give
Oh,
you?
it's gone now. It was just while I was laying there.
Oh, let me tell
Uh,
you what happened with me with my birth. My mom gave birth to me, and when she gave birth to me, they did a C-section because she'd had C-section with all her girls, right?
uh-huh.
Well, lo and behold, when they cut her open,
Thank you.
they did 3 epidurals, none of them took. Plus a spinal, nothing took. She still could feel the pain. She just
Oh,
told
yeah.
the doctor, go ahead and cut and get it over with.
That's what happened with Colin. When I had Colin, I didn't want anything. Now, with my first one, with Adam's 40, I had the epidural. That's 40 years ago. And
She had
that
two
worked.
epidurals and she had 2 epidurals and a spinal tap, and still could feel it.
Well, with Colin,
Kisses.
I wanted all natural birth. No, nothing for pain. I do not want anything. Well, about the last hour of the labor, I was begging for something for pain.
Too late.
I was like, please give me an epidural now. Mrs. Lewis, it's too late. I said, I don't care if it's too late. Give me an epidural. So anyway, they said, well, we can do. So they're over there talking. And the bed, oh, they made me so mad though. When I'm having Colin, they said, I swear somebody just coughed behind me. That was weird.
You
Whoever's
and your
back,
ghosts.
it's one of my ghosts. Anyway, I said, give me something. They said, we're going to give you a partial epidural. We can do that. It was probably 2 hours. But the thing is, the doctor comes in and he said, do you mind if the students that are following me, shadowing me today, do you mind if they come in while I do the epidural? I'm thinking there's maybe 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
Here I am exposed to God and everybody. And here comes like 16 people, and my bare ass is showing to everybody. And they're coming there, and the doctor's putting a epidural in my back, and everybody's looking at my bare butt. But I did not care then. No. I was too much in pain.
It's just, I'm gonna tell you, I do not. Doctors and nurse. Back when I was more, I say, flexible about the students. Nowadays, I don't want the students because when your case and my case is very complex. One thing triggers the other thing, and then everything is a holding hand against you. So you get there, you get a student, and they start asking questions, and they go like,
I'll slap a student if they try to put an epidural in my back. I told the doctor, I said, they can come in and see all they want, I guess, since they're already here looking at my butt.
the only way I'm going to let a student do anything is if they cut my belly fat. If they want to cut my belly fat, go for it.
I will let a student brush my hair, but that's all they're going to do. Don't be getting your student fingers.
When I had I had my hysterectomy, the fat accumulate on top of the scar, and then I have an apron belly. So if they want,
I got an apron too. I have, my husband
Oh, I
would
hate it.
tease me about my apron. I have the Dunlap disease, my belly Dunlapped over everything, lap hanging. Hmm.
Well, I have been sewing few things for people that have apron belly, and okay, I always lived up north where the weather's dry. When I moved to Texas, I was like, holy crap, no. I was like, no. So I created a band that goes between, because your belly folds, and in a hot and humid climate, it's insane. So that thing keep my belly nice and dry. And then my friend that has a apron belly. She said, "How do
The
you
Orient
do it?"
flap.
I said, "Well, I said I use this. Now, it's a medication. It's a medication powder, a powdered medicated thing that dries the heck out of you. I also use Castile soap that
I
will
use
dry the
all
heck of
these
it.
things.
And then I use that band that is made almost like, remember when diapers were made of a material, a cotton
Mhm.
material?
Yeah, cotton
That
material.
material, that material, and it keeps the belly fold dry. It doesn't,
I,
I
I
don't
have a
even know
whole
the words.
ritual. I have a whole
And then my
ritual I
friend
go
said,
through after I
"Can
shower.
you make it for me?" I said, "Sure." And then she said, "You gotta make that and sell." I was like, "Sure, shouldn't I?" Because nobody, you don't see that in the stores. Nobody sells those things in the stores. You find
Well,
a little thing on the
I
Amazon,
bought,
but
uh, I bought off eBay these. They're about this wide and they're
yeah,
long and they're diaper inserts, but they're made out of the cotton, the gauze that the diapers are made out of. Because some people do still do use cloth diapers. They put that in the diaper and makes that extra thick. They're about that wide. I bought those, so those go underneath. Okay, okay, I'm just going to tell you what this routine I go through.
well,
Take a
people,
shower,
this is the
wash.
reality. If you have an apron belly, you don't necessarily need to be fat to have an apron belly. You just have
No,
to have a
it's mom
surgery and
belly.
some
That's called a
sport.
mom belly.
Yeah,
But
no,
I have to shower, dry everything real good. Oh no, don't walk in back of the camera in your underwear, husband.
It's
But
my hands.
my husband can tell you.
I saw the reflection on the thing.
Kim,
Oh,
you are so gross.
I didn't say that.
You did too.
No, I didn't.
Anyway,
Uh, Tell him,
I got a
tell
free
him,
sample
hubba
of that
hubba.
Lumi. That you've heard of that Lumi, the deodorant that's for every part of a woman's body. Get out here, you old man.
Oh, Lumi.
Get out. Go to your room.
Lumi.
Go to bed.
Lumi.
Anyway, this stuff is wonderful. It really is wonderful. That stuff is $20 for a roll like that big, but I got a sample of it. You can put that everywhere. But I have to I put it under the girls, then powder, then the little diaper insert underneath the girls, and then the bra, and then you got to put the Lumi, and then I put the Lumi under the belly flap, and then I got to put the Lumi between the bins of my legs, and just powder's flying everywhere. And Colin said to me one day, Mother, talcum powder can cause you to have ovarian cancer. I said, I ain't using it on my butt or my front. I'm just putting it in the crease.
Well, they don't use that anymore.
Lumi.
They use another product now.
Yeah. Well, I
You should have
use
bought Diatomaceous Earth. Have you tried Diatomaceous Earth? That thing make drier than dry the area.
Lumi, not Luby. Luby.
Luby is for Luby is to make moist.
We don't want no lube job. Lumi, Lumi, Lumi. You can get a free sample if you go on. Just type in Lumi, and you can fill out this thing for a free sample, and it is wonderful. But let me tell you how I am. I have deodorant for my feet. Now that is regular suave deodorant that I don't rub it on my feet. I take the deodorant, I rub it on my hand, and then after I take my bath, I rub it between my toes and everything, put on my socks. Don't want no feet odor. Then I've got some for under my arm, and then I've got, you got to keep everything dry.
I keep everything dry with the what's the word? There is a Castile soap that is not the one that everybody use, but is a cheaper version made with coconut oil instead of
I
all
just
the
use
oil
dial soap,
that.
old yellow plain dial soap. I wash
It's
everything
not-
with
no.
Dial soap.
Because all those regular soaps has what do you call things to make emollients, things that you want just a plain soap, and I think
Did
it's
you
a
just, I
black
just
soap.
saw a kitty cat or something on the back of your
Yeah.
couch or on the thing.
I do
Dog-
have a kitty
Oh, is
cat.
that your husband?
No, it's kitty cats.
Oh,
There's
hi,
two.
kitty, kitty.
I have
I
three
saw
cats, a
something.
dog, and a husband. Yeah, three kitty cats, a dog, and a husband. But
Lumi,
um,
Lumi or Lu. Let me see.
what was that noise?
Let's see.
I'm
I'm gonna look it up
I
on
swear
my phone.
somebody has a cannon here in my neighborhood. Around late at night, there's always somebody making noises. Telling you, that Dawn soap, baking soda with the soap, and
yeah.
powder.
Yeah,
That's
Lumi.
it.
Oh, it's E. That's right.
Lumi.
Lume. Yes, I got a sample
I
of
like
that
her
Lumi.
name, Lisa the Grammy Scattered.
Grammy's got $22 for the. Let's see, $22 for. I got it wrote down here. 2.6 ounce is what the Lumi is. I got this is. I've used all the Lumi. I want to buy it for $22. I'm like, I'll just use Suave deodorant. You know, I got about 6 sticks.
Well,
one for the foot.
I tried deodorant. What you want to do is anti-transpirant, because that dries out. You want to always use things to make it dry, and you can use the powder for shoes. The thing
Yeah,
that
I use.
put inside the
I
shoes.
use. I have all that prissy Bath and Body Works and stuff like that. I told my mother-in-law, don't waste your money on that no more. I wash my body with Dial soap, and it's very harsh. And then I put on Skin So Soft oil from Avon. After I wash real good, I rub that all over me. And then I stand in the warm water and I kind of rinse and kind of swish it off the best I can. Then I get out of the shower. Now, don't do this in the summertime. I put no lotion on in the summertime, nothing anywhere. And then in the wintertime only, I did this. And then I got my Baby Magic baby lotion. I don't want any of those fancy creams and all that smell good stuff. I just rub myself down with baby lotion because I love the way it smells. It makes me relax. It makes me happy because it reminds me of when I had babies. And that's what old granny's doing.
So,
And then,
to tell the truth, you don't need to wash your whole body with Dial. You just need to wash the parts, like the folds
I wash
with
the whole
Dial to
thing.
dry that.
it does dry me out. It does dry me out. But
If you
I
don't use
like
your
it.
oil, you're gonna go. What is it? Oh, my
My
skin.
skin, I'm looking at my
You go
wrinkly
like-
hands.
Finish taking a shower, you go squeaky, squeaky. I'm
Yeah,
squeaky
everything's
clean.
white. That's why I put the Avon Skin So Soft, the pink oil all over me. Then the baby lotion. I smell just like a baby. But I was looking at my hands the other day and I said, man, those are wrinkled. And so my sister said,
my
you're 60,
gosh.
dummy. You're supposed to be wrinkled. Oh, mine are horrendous.
You know
Look at
what?
that.
You know, I have Instagram and I do reels. Now, I'm gonna get very close to you. I do not have wrinkles.
Lisa, what do
I
you
do
pay
not.
for 3, honey? I need to do the 3 too, to buy the 3 at a time.
So somebody came to me and said, Jane, stop using filters. I was like, what the heck do you mean? And the person said,
What?
we can see your
My
neck is
God.
all wrinkled. Is my Maine Coon baby? Just
My neck is
about
fat.
15. I have, since I was a kid, since I was young, my neck gives my age. Not my face, because I look like a raccoon, but my neck is
Hey, we're
very
supposed to look
wrinkled.
like that.
So
We're supposed
I
to
was
get
like,
wrinkly necks.
but the person thought I was putting filter on my face to look young.
Oh, I do the filters all the
But
time
it
too.
would, but it wouldn't. It's like you're not fooling anybody because it doesn't get your neck. I was like,
Well, you're not trying to fool anybody. You're just doing the filters to be funny.
I
That's what
wasn't
I do.
doing any filter. I don't do any filter to do anything. All I did the filter with the
Yeah, the
ADHD,
Lily is wonderful.
the one that has the words, but I do things like that. Or when I do the mustache or something crazy like that,
Yeah, that's what
I
I
just
use.
do
Do
it
all
to
my
be
filters. I
funny.
do all my. I use Snapchat
I
and
love,
make all those silly, goofy videos because,
I love it.
uh, like I did my ASMR, and Granny D come on and said, "You can't be quiet if you tried." She commented, I said, Colin said, "Mom, you can't do an ASMR. You got to have a microphone." I said, "I'll do an ASMR my way." I was trying to, and then they had
There
me
you
taste
go.
the dairy. I don't like
Hey
that.
Google, turn on the lights.
I need one of
Okay.
those things. My Alexa's so old.
Well,
I got my
I
Alexa.
just, I don't like it. But when I went blind, my husband bought it to communicate and doing things. But after today, I do not use Dual Full Potential. I hate it.
I can't live
There is
without my
nothing better
Alexa.
than I hate it. I'm very old fashioned.
Mine is she has an
Look
English
what I made
accent now.
today. Hold on.
Oh, that's pretty. Is that red or
Uh,
orange?
it's orange. I'm making for my friend
Oh, I
that
love
has
orange.
multiple sclerosis. It's not done. It's just crochet. Left is right.
That's crocheted? Is that
Yes.
beads on there? What
Yeah.
is that?
Glass beads. It's it's
Oh,
the
you
bracelets
crochet
and
them on the thing. Okay, there you go. I
yeah.
thought that
This
was.
is. I'm gonna make a tutorial on this.
Oh
I'm
yes,
making
do a
tutorial
tutorial.
on all bracelets that I know. I started with the easy one, and because everybody family has diabetes, heart problem, this and that. Might go blind. I already went blind 3 times, and the doctor said if I go blind again, that's it. So my husband said
Oh,
just start learning. My my husband doesn't understand, but he said start learning Braille. I said,
oh
You
my
you know
gosh!
it's not as when you see you don't use your spider sense to feel it's different, but
And
I
that braille is
decided
not like.
to yeah, it's all feeling. And I told myself, I closed my channel and I wouldn't do it again. And somebody last month in my family just woke up blind, and it was her 5th time, and there is no point of return. And I
Oh
was like,
my!
it would be a shame if I go blind and I didn't teach the things I know. So
Right.
I just start making videos, and my whole video thing will be about bracelets that
Anybody
I
wants to come up?
learned
Here's the
since I
link.
was a kid. See?
Um,
And this one is, I call my awareness bracelet because I
I love
always
it.
put a clasp,
Perfer,
and
anybody wants to
then
come up? There's the link. Um,
I put those things get very expensive on Etsy. Whoever does, you're so cute.
I don't sell jewelry. No. Well, if I
She's like
sell
this with
jewelry,
Tammy,
I sell
and
on Etsy, but if I sell jewelry, it's not anything I make. You know what? I was really, speaking of being blind and all that, I was really shocked yesterday. My niece, who's 10 years old, she
look
has
at the other one.
bifocals. Oh, I feel cool.
They're
But my
just a
niece,
baby.
10 years old, has bifocals. I looked at her and I said, Ember, do you have bifocals? She's 10 years old on her glasses. Oh my, hi Ariel, honey. You can come up, Ariel. There's the link. But I have never seen a child with bifocals in my life. But my niece, my
Oh,
great niece, has them. And
go,
she
go,
handed
go.
me her glasses, and I was like, absolutely, my God, that child's glasses. Couldn't believe it.
This is my reading glasses. Is a trifocal. Now, when they fixed my vision the last time, took 5 surgeries, and far away, I see like an eagle. And
Oh,
it
I
was
can see
kind of weird because
really far away.
I
I can see
never
really
seen
far
like
away. I
that
just can't
before.
see close up.
It was weird, and they put a lens, and they fix also. Since like, oh, you also have a little bit of cataracts. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna put a lens and blah blah blah. Whatever they did, red pops right now for me.
I've
And
had one of my cataracts removed. The other one's not bad enough to remove yet. I've had one
I
removed.
had to. Then after they did that, and they fixed my eye. The cataract went crazy, and they had to do the surgery again. That's kind of weird. They have to clear the lenses because
Hey,
it got
sweet Ariel, I have
Hey.
missed you. How are you, my darling? I have to sing to
I'm
everybody.
feeling pretty good.
What's going on, girlfriend?
Tell you, I didn't go
Did
into
you have a
work
good?
today.
Did you
I
work today for
didn't.
Black Friday? You didn't work for Black
I
Friday?
go in today. No, I was sick.
Well,
Didn't feel
I
like.
bet you're glad. I mean, not glad you were sick, but glad you didn't have to go in for Black Friday shopping.
Where do you
I went
work?
Black
Do you
Friday
work in the
shopping
store?
one time, and that was enough for me.
Walmart.
I
I work at Wally World.
oh gosh, I worked at Kohl's on Black Friday, and that was it for me. I would never work. Well, I don't work. I'm what disabled, but still, it is a nightmare. I was like, why people choose to go to the store? Is it worth to stay hours fighting with people over an item, and then you're gonna buy that? You're gonna give it to somebody that doesn't care about it, and most likely will return. Because I would hate to work at Walmart in the return area, customer service when comes January. All those
Oh
returns.
gosh.
Lord have mercy.
Outlaw Creative says they tried to teach us Braille in school, yet I couldn't pick that up very well. I know some letters and the love you sign. Gosh, I know I get my thyroid medication in a box and it's got Braille on it. And I'm like,
Well,
gosh, that is
three of the three of the medication for
might as well go
RA
free.
cause blindness. My doctor goes like, "Oh, we can do this one. Oh, never mind, never mind. Do you have any eye problem?" I said, "Yeah, I went blind 3 times." Okay, so this one. What about? Oh yeah, you went blind. Oh, maybe no, there's not. You know how it is when you have multiple problems. The doctor is like playing chess, trying to find you the medication. It's like, okay, this. Oh no, you can't take this because you take this. Oh no, you can't this because your blood disorder.
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Oh no, you can't take this because you can't go blind. Okay, let me see what else. And then they go. Have you ever had a doctor making this face?
And what do we give her? Well, my grandfather had glaucoma and he lost an eye. My
Hey.
sister has glaucoma and she's 67. Will be 67. She has glaucoma. And 3 Luby deodorants for $36.96. My computer is really being slow tonight. That's not bad. I'm going to have to get some because
that
that
sounds.
is wonderful. I'm
Yeah,
telling
because
you,
a regular deodorant is
wonderful.
what, $4 or $5?
22
Right?
bucks is what I see for one on Amazon. So if you buy 3, you get a good bargain. Buy 3.
Yeah.
Yippee. Colin, you didn't.
Do you go to the site or do you buy on Amazon, Lisa?
Do it on Amazon. I filled out a survey and they gave me a free sample. Colin, I'm trying to hide you
Did you
so that
think
you
was
don't.
really good? Did you think
Oh,
was
it's
really,
wonderful.
really good?
And you don't like deodorant. Like I said, I use deodorant, put it places like just roll on deodorant. But the Lumi doesn't. Deodorant can make you itch. Oh, you got
I
yours from
don't
the
use
Lumi side?
deodorant.
But the Lumi doesn't make you itch or anything. It's really good stuff. That but it doesn't
I
make me
just
itch. That's
use,
I'm just saying. Because I have such
I wash
sensitive skin. Everything
the
makes
only thing
brownie.
that would say that is stinky that I would have problem with is when I do my chemo. The next 2 days, my armpits smell like you sniff and you go, Jesus, like I'm not sure why the chemo does that, but it's just
Ariel
weird.
fell out.
And I use
Right.
I mix Dawn soap and baking
Well,
soda
Lisa
and I wash my
Lisa's
armpit.
been using it for 4 years, so she can tell you how good it is. Yeah, it's very good stuff. I got that sample and I was like, this is okay. Listen here, mister. You don't have to tell me off every time you come this. Now that's enough. Brownie.
He's
You
seen
gotta
the
scare the
cat.
kitty. Brownie's just telling me off. It's bossy. Come, let your boy out.
This gonna go. This is a Maine Coon. It's
Brownie.
gonna be big as my dog. She's just 15 weeks.
She's like loving that. You're giving her kisses on the back of her head, and she's just like closing her eyes.
I can't get
Oh,
enough.
Send to him.
I am a lavender essential oil freak. I just love the smell of lavender since I was a kid. So everything I have smells like lavender. Even her.
My son came in here and turned my Christmas tree off like he just thinks he owns the place. He just comes in
That
here and he
nerve.
just turns off the lights, does it every I was gonna decorate my tree before I went to sleep. It's been sitting there
You know,
for a
I
month.
chose
It's just
not
sitting
to
there.
mess
I
with
need to
it
put
this year.
decorations on it.
I said, the heck with it. I'm not decorating. I'm not taking anything out of the box. I'm just conquering my issues right now. After I was starting to
Wow,
tell
watch
you.
that.
Remember that I told you I hired somebody? So I saved my money because with disability you have to count your pennies. And I hired this person and she comes and she said, well, where is your wipes, cleaning wipes? And I said, I don't use it. I use cloth because I can wash it. And then I showed I have a whole cupboard full of terry cloth. What's the name of the other ones? The one microfiber, blah blah blah. I said you can use it when you're done. Just put it in a bucket, and then I'll do the laundry later. I wash it. That's how I always did. I do not like to use paper towel or the Clorox wipes or whatever. She got very upset. So there was a shelf, a huge cupboard full of them, clean. The other side there is the cleaning supplies. She has to get the one that was in a bucket dirty, smelling like a stinky bug. And that's how she cleaned my cupboards.
I
I
get
was
bleach
so
water. A little
angry.
bit of bleach water, vinegar, white vinegar for cleaning the windows is the best. With newspaper, you would be surprised. Because
But
I
that's the
thought
thing. She got mad at
I thought
me
it
for
would
not
touch
having
the
it.
windows up, but it doesn't.
But if you were going to somebody's house to clean anything, you would
Brownie.
do what that person asked. You
Right.
wouldn't shame them for not having the product you want. And she said, I have some
I
in the
said,
car. Do you want to buy it? I said, no, because I don't like it to use it.
no.
And I don't think, I'm very old fashioned. So I said, this bucket is for dirty one. To finish, you can use as many as you want because towards the end of the day, when you finish, I'm gonna put it in the washer and just wash with bleach and whatever. She
Here,
got
take
the
this phone.
dirty one. I think she did that on purpose. On top of it,
Probably.
3
She
hours
probably
she was
doing it
cleaning
to be
like this.
smart.
This speed. That's how she wiped everything. This speed.
You're
I
gonna
almost
get
had a heart attack. I was so mad. I paid her and I said thank you. Then I had to call some friends to come over and help me to clean whatever she touched
after she
because
cleaned.
my
Yeah.
whole house smelled like a dirty, the stinky bug, and I was so angry. So then I'm not sure if you saw that video that I made me cleaning surfaces. That I have to discipline myself to work 10, 15 minutes and then sit down, then work 10 more, 15 minutes, rest.
That's all I
Because in
do.
my mind, I still have it in my mind. I'm gonna go all the way from beginning to the end. And then I don't get to the end. By the 70% done, I feel like I'm about to collapse. Then take 2, 3 days for me to recover and then I get discouraged, I get depressed, and then when you get depressed, everything goes downhill. So I have been diligently working 20 minutes max, and then I rest 20 minutes. And I
I can't
noticed
clean
that
my
doesn't
bathroom
cause
anymore.
any flare.
Right.
You
I
can't
can't
clean
do
the
my
bathroom.
bathroom anymore. I can clean the back bathroom because it's big, but something about when I'm in the bathroom, it being so small, I'm dizzy. It's not the cleaning stuff. It's I guess because it's so small, I have to turn, I get dizzy. but I can clean fine in the back bathroom because it's bigger and I don't get dizzy.
Yeah. How many
But the
bathrooms do you
dizziness
have?
affects me. Lisa said when my 17 plus year old Chihuahua passes, then I'm going to get 2 Maine cats. We had Maine Coon cats. We had our Chihuahua for 15 years. How long ago did he die? 3-4 years ago? 3 years ago? I think he was 15 years old. I haven't had anything to eat
I've-
since we ate lunch. What time was that? 10
Good
o'clock?
grief.
A piece of
I've
cheese before I
always-
passed.
I always wanted to have a Maine Coon and a black
What
cat.
is Maine
So
Coon? Is that the one with the short tail?
it's the one that gets the size of Texas.
My sister-in-law
It
had
was
these
very-
cats that had real high back legs. Their
No,
back
the
legs
Maine
were higher
Coon-
than the front legs.
The Maine Coon,
A
they get
Manx,
very
maybe? A
big.
mink? A mink?
Minks are cute, but they're not legal.
I'll give me a piece of cheese or something to get me through the night because I haven't had anything since this morning. And quit patting your stomach.
I'm a patter.
You promised me.
I never promised you I wouldn't pat.
Aw, Animal Lover's going to have, your standard poodle. That's the big poodle. There, Brownie. There's your treats.
You
Now I
know,
got to throw
I
some
learned
to
how to-
Mom.
it's kind of like,
Oh,
have you
that's-
seen this chain that is like a square? Let me see if I can put it in the angle.
Oh, are there beads on that?
No, it's just that you.
Oh.
Is the thread changing
40 people.
colors?
Gosh,
I'm-
Colin gave me
I'm-
a
I'm freshening- I'm freshening up the skills here to be able to teach. I'm about to make another tutorial. I was decommissioned for a couple of days due to migraine. There's no way you can. Hey. Yeah. She likes my yarn thread.
When I
the
get bad
beads.
headaches, when I get my bad headaches is when I take my son gives me a B12 shot. What is it? Every 2 weeks?
10 years.
Every 10 years. Every 10 years it gives you one. No, it's 2 weeks, Colin. But
I
right
do
when
have- I
I
have
know
once
when
a
it's
week.
time for me to have when I know when it's time for me to have one because I get a headache.
Well,
You
I
would be
don't-
appalled if you see my trash pile in my house. Depression is awful. Oh,
Should I make meatloaf
It is.
tomorrow?
You know, I just had an argument with somebody, an ugly argument, because I still didn't bounce the loss of my dog. I had a service dog and she passed away last December.
who do you want?
She was my nurse. She was my friend. She was a companion. She was there for me. She was there for me because I'm agoraphobic. I have a migraine every day of my life. I suffer from many illnesses, and she was there for me, And she passed away. And 2 days, 3 days, maybe
Don't
less than a
wait.
week, somebody called me and said
Is
said
Jane
like
here?
this:
Here.
"Are you done, or are you still crying?"
Yeah, that'd be good.
I pick up the, I got the phone. I took a deep breath. I said,
Stop it.
"Please don't call me ever again." And I never talked to that person again.
I guess I
Because
won't make
how
it.
dare?
Oh,
So when I was depressed, the person said, "You don't look depressed. You oh, there's people that is doing worse than you." Well, it's not I'm sorry, it's not about measuring penises. I'm
Right.
gonna say like that. It's about how you feel. Depression
Yeah.
is not feeling sad. Depression is something so deep that you don't feel the light in the end of the tunnel because it's not a tunnel, it's a hole. And you're trying to call
Mhm.
up, but you can't. You have body ache.
Mhm.
Some people get shocked that people with depression.
That's how I describe it. It's like being in
Deep,
a hole and
you
you
know?
can't get out.
Yeah,
That's how I
and
describe it.
then how dare you say that I don't look depressed? What is a depressed person supposed to look like?
Right.
Not all depressed person is melancholic. There's people that get anger. There's people that get anxiety. There's people that just have so much body ache that they can't control. And then I was
Amazing.
like, I told the person, what kind of university did you graduate again?
Right. That's
Doctor,
my
well,
depression.
Doctor so and so. I mean, how dare they? The
My
nerve.
depression
It made me mad.
like shows up as anxiety, nervousness, and anxious, and that's why I
I
can't handle my husband and my
get
son
very
that
mad.
all the time.
I get so mad that I go, I blow very easily if
Yes,
I'm
Ariel.
depressed.
Oh, Ariel's
And I
gonna go
feel-
night night.
I get
Have
a
a good night,
lot of
Maury.
a body ache. I'm trying to claim my life back. You know, the thing about depression is not to give up. It's kind of like to find. I know it's easy to say, and I think that's why I surround myself with animals. Like my new service dog today, she went outside. She came out with all kind of dry branches in her neck. Like it's like, what is this? And
Right.
she made me laugh. And animals remind me to leave it on the now. When a depression is trying to say there is no future, I don't need to think about. Then it's kind of like
Give
I'm not sure if you do
unconditional
it in
love.
your mind. My mind has said this gonna happen, this gonna happen, then I'm gonna die. And then it doesn't end when I die, right? And you keep going. Even after your death, your thoughts you keep thinking things, or you keep telling yourself horrible things that you would never tell anybody else.
You know,
Never.
Depression. A lot of people think depression is caused from something that happened to them in their past. No, not necessarily. I mean, people
That's
can
trauma.
say, "Oh, that's trauma. That's post-traumatic stress disorder." Depression is a chemical imbalance. Real
Yeah.
depression,
It's not a character flaw.
right?
It's
And it's
not.
like some people get up and they say, "Oh, I'm depressed today. This is not going right." That's not depression. That's disappointment. That's life. Depression is a chemical. Clinical
I
depression is a
think
chemical
the
imbalance.
biggest mistake people make when not that when I'm depressed, when I'm having an episode, let's say like that, is to say, think some positive thoughts. I'll tell you where they should shove the positive thoughts,
That's right. It's exactly because you can't. It's not anything to do with negative or positive thoughts. Your body has an imbalance. Your chemicals are messed up.
But how? So if so and so, I saw this in the internet the other day. Oh gosh, I have two against me here.
Y'all
If
tangled up.
their name is Sam and Dean, like supernatural characters. But if somebody had a car accident and got all messed up, you wouldn't go 2-3 days and say, "Hey, get over it. Think positive
Right.
thoughts," because the
Right.
person is messed up head to toe. How dare they say that to somebody who has depression?
Exactly.
Just because it's not physically visible, it doesn't mean that they can just snap at
Well,
it.
that's what I've always said. Like, if a person breaks their leg, they've got to get medical attention for that broken leg, or it won't mend. Just like if somebody's depressed, they have to get medicate. They have to have take care of that. It's not like,
Yes.
it's like anything. It's a medical problem. It's like you break your
Yeah,
leg, you
and
got
then someone said that I should pray to Jesus that they would heal me. I was like, well, do you walk? Do you ride a horse? When you have, I literally said, when you have diarrhea, do you buy Imodium? Yeah. Why don't you pray to Jesus to cure your diarrhea? Because people treat people with depression or invisible illnesses, that I'm going to say invisible illnesses, like we don't want to get out of that situation, and we don't have faith has nothing to do with it. I see these people that throw this in my face. I'm a woman of a very little faith, because if I had faith, Jesus would have healed me by now. And I was like,
Right.
yeah, but yet you're choosing where the science is beneficial to you. Car was
Right.
created by science. Everything in your house is science related.
Right.
And then all of a sudden my illnesses is lack of faith that I should
Lisa
stop
said-
taking my medications.
Lisa said a shrink told her son who has Asperger's syndrome to think happy thoughts and you are fine. What a jerk. Exactly, Lisa. That is, oh my God. People are just,
What a shrink.
yeah, what a bad shrink.
So,
That's trouble.
you guys, I am agoraphobic. I'm
Oh, me
terrified
too.
of
I have it.
leaving the house. And then when you see me making a video going out of the store, by that time, I already vomit my stomach out. I already pooped almost my pants out because it goes both ends because my nerves are so extreme. I can't breathe. Don't touch me. If anybody, it's like if you're afraid of heights and everybody gonna touch you, you feel like it's
Yep.
it's very traumatic, right? So I get
Mhm.
my butt in the car, got my dog that was retired, and I went to the doctor because my migraine was so bad because the veins was rupturing in my side, way deep in my, the throbbing was causing nosebleeds. Well, he
Mm.
looked at me and he said, "What?" Now he said, "What is the dog for?" I said, "I'm agoraphobic." He go, "What? You don't look agoraphobic." And I go, "What? You don't
What
look
do
like
people
a
look like?
psychiatrist." And he go,
Yeah.
"Touche." I said, "So let's do this. I'll continue dealing with my agoraphobia, and you do your ENT thing, okay?" He
Well,
said,
here's the thing
"Sorry,
with my
man."
agoraphobia. Here's the thing with my agoraphobia. If I could go by myself everywhere, I would be fine. But because I can't drive anymore, I mean, I can drive. I still know how to drive, but I don't drive myself because of my epilepsy anymore. Because it's just, I have a certain amount of miles I can drive. If I get stopped and I'm more than 10 miles from home, I can get in a lot of trouble. Well, we'll get, you know what I'm saying. So if I could go all by myself, I would not get in a store and automatically have a stomach ache and have to go to the bathroom because I'm about to go potty on the bathroom on myself. Or I'm in the car, my son has to drive me around and I have to tell no music can be playing. He cannot make a sound, anything like that. And I'm
Don't talk to me,
totally,
just drive.
yes, totally. I've tried and I've tried. I'm freaking out. I can't have. It's just like they run back and forth and they're noisy.
And
They
this is your
can't.
face when you're freaking out. This is your
I'm just like,
face.
yeah, just
You're
like
not. People think
clenching my
agoraphobic
fist.
gonna be like this.
No,
No,
you're just,
we look normal. We look
yeah,
normal.
you just kind of, yeah.
Inside of
And
our
I'm
head, not normal.
clenching my fist like this. But like we went to my mother-in-law's for Thanksgiving. I had a good time, but I could not wait to get home because I knew I was going to be in my safe space. And I love to go to Walmart, but I want to get, if I have to go to the store, I got to get in and I got to get out. Get in, get what I need, and get out. And get back. I'm to the point we're going to save a lot of money because just even going to a restaurant to eat, I've got to get there, go to the bathroom, and then get home as fast as I can because in my brain I'm thinking I'm going to have an accident. It's terrible
It
how we
sounds
think,
awful.
No,
To
can't
me,
have
I don't think.
people in my face.
I try to desensitize because the more there is a thing called feed the monster. The more you give in, it's kind of like your comfort zone
Mhm.
starts shrinking, shrinking, shrinking,
Right.
shrinking, and then when you see it, you're like me, almost a year without getting out of the house. So what you gotta do is not go. You gotta do slow. So
Slowly.
I start going a mile away. There was the dog park. Check this out. I went to the dog park. I got there. I'm vomiting all over. I said, okay, but at least I'm okay now. I started playing with the dog in the dog park, and my stomach go. I was like, oh, IBS.
Exactly.
I started looking. Where's the public room? Where's the potty pot? Or porta potty? Dude,
That sounds. Are
megaload.
you listening to
And
Jane
then,
Collins? Just
and
like,
and then, check this out. I sit there on that toilet, and I cry. I just
oh yeah.
cry. like crazy because people don't understand. If
That's not
anybody
just
pass
like
by and
me.
hear somebody crying, it's because you're just so frustrated. You're afraid to get out. You get out, you vomit, you poop yourself almost.
Mhm.
And then I said, you know what? I already vomit. I already pooped. What else can happen? I'm gonna go to the park and play with the dog.
Because Randy had some and
So
he didn't.
I did it
When?
every day through the summer to the point that I'm okay. Then this like last month, my doctor decided to move to Columbus. It is an hour drive. So I was like, get in a car. I cry. And then, I did it's a California road on the red light turning right. The cop was behind me, wait a whole block to decide to stop me. And I said, what happened? And then I was like, because it was just total beyond my control. My nerves was beyond. And
Mhm.
she said, and then my dog's trying to calm me down, calm me down, calm me down. And I said, and then I go take a deep breath and I tell the dog, I'm okay, I'm okay. And then the
That's what
cop
I do.
patiently waiting for that whole charade, Mishiva to pass by. And then I was like, I'm sorry, I'm agoraphobic. What did I do wrong?
Mm.
It was almost like an out of body experience. To me, I did a slow stop, but I didn't stop. I just wrote, and I always stop if I drive. So I was so stressed that I left without my purse.
Oh my God.
So she said, go home. I was very close to home. Get your wallet, come and go. You are good on time. There's no traffic. It's an easy drive. There is a whole bunch of cornfield, and that's it. There's no traffic going to Columbus. You're going to do fine. And then she wouldn't hug me, but she patted me in the shoulder and said, you're doing fine. So I parked the car. I said, I have to go to Walgreens first. You know why I had to go to Walgreens first, right? And halfway I start vomiting. And then she stopped, are you okay? I said, yeah, it's just my nerves. It's a normal thing. And my dog's kind of like, I do not know her.
Well, I have everything mapped out. I have everything mapped out where I can stop. We go the same way. I have it all mapped out.
I do that too.
Get me away
So
from. I know where the next bathroom
if uh,
is. I
if I'm
know.
gonna go to point C, I always have to go to point B because it's the familiar point. No matter where I go to this point first. It's kind of
Mhm.
stupid. My husband said, "Why don't you go straight to use less gas?"
Nope. That's what I tell
No,
my son. Don't. I know where we're going. We got to go past this place. I got this bathroom, this bathroom, this bathroom. Do not go out of the way. I will panic. It's like my husband when we went to for Thanksgiving and we went to when I'm in the car and he takes me to his mother, we have to go a certain way. We can't go, oh well first like, I got it all planned. Oh well I'm gonna stop by here and stop by there before we go to visit his mom. No, you go straight to her house. There's no stopping. You only go the way when I'm with you, you go the way I've got it mapped out. No out of the way. It's terrible. But
I
it's just
think
the
the
way it
worst
is.
part too for me is when you get out of the house. It takes me 45 minutes to touch the doorknob to get out of the house. To the point that even my dog don't believe
I
that I'm
just remember a
leaving.
day when I wasn't like this. Well, my husband has this OCD thing where he will get in the car and he'll say, "Did I turn the coffee pot off? Did I lock the back door?" I don't know how many times we've had to come back. Hi, Mahina. How are you, darling? I don't know how many times we have. Thank you, darling. We have had to come back because he's like, "I didn't turn the coffee pot off. Oh my God, I left the lights on. Oh my God, I left the door unlocked." I'm like, "No, you didn't." So I make sure I'm close enough to him because he's the one that wants to do it. So I'm,
My
I'm
old
like,
service
see,
dog used to sit by the door in a complete still while I'm running like a ping pong ball bouncing all over um thing, and she just looks so serene, and I look at her, we're gonna go, and she's like, okay. And when I finally touched the doorknob, she
Thank
got
you.
up and said, "Okay, now we're gonna go." But to me, also the most stressful thing is your nerve says you gotta pee. You gotta pee. You gotta pee. Somebody stop the car. We gotta pee. You go
Mhm.
run. You run to the bathroom. Sit down. 1, 2 drops.
Mhm. That's my problem.
It's
That's
just
my
for
thing
nerves.
is,
It's just for nerves.
yep. I take
Well, I'm
a
still
deep
driving,
breath
but
and
I
say,
do not know
I'll
how
make
much
it.
longer.
Yep. Well, I'm going to have to shut this thing down because my husband can't sleep and he has to get up early and I'm keeping him awake. And but thank you for coming up, Jane. Emily, are you still there?
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Okay. Good to
I'm
see
so
you. I
sorry.
love you,
I'm a
girls.
talkative
Come back.
person, and I am so sorry, people. The more I, in my mind, I'm saying, "Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut
No,
up."
you're
But
fine.
the
You're
more I
fine.
tell
You're
me
fine.
to shut up, the more.
No, that's fine. That's what we're here for, to talk. I might see you guys in a week or so. No. But thanks for coming. I love you guys. But thanks to everybody.
We can still talk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I love you guys.
After she gets off, if we can still talk if you want.
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for coming. I'm going to get off here and be quiet so he can go to sleep. I love you. I went to give my fur babies their food and they pooped in the water bowl. Oh, for Pete's sake. Ow. Okay, guys, I love you.
I kind of had that issue. My kitty peed inside of the catnip bowl. I was like, it was
My
organic.
dog pooped in the neighbor's shoe one time. Okay, night, guys. Bye.